welcome to the H-Rock broadcast on an auspicious day, January 20th, 2025. A new era in American history. The inauguration of Donald J. Trump. We're going to find out what the fuck that means. Okay, we're in the middle of a prayer.
As the prophet Daniel prayed, blessed be the name.
There's Joey B. He just has to make it one more day before collapse.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Speak up,
that I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
What is
the
Melania
office
wearing?
of President of the United
Holy
States.
shit.
The golden age of America begins right now. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world.
Trump coins in everyone's
has
wallet.
The chance. For many years,
True.
a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society disrepair.
It's so tough to say that while you're launching a meme coin.
Even a simple
2 days
crisis at
ago.
home. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown, or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. They're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
Day one! It'll change very quickly. I love to hear that promise. Let's see.
This moment on, America's decline is over.
Dude, that clip is going to go dumb hard on a flash of a bunch of graphs in 4 years.
Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history.
What?
And I've learned a lot along the way.
Not even during World War II?
The journey to reach those
more than the
who wish
Civil
to stop
War? More than
have
Lincoln? More
tried
than
to take just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
Well, there you have it, folks. Indisputable. He's God's chosen president, sent to earth to make America great again.
As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society.
They want groceries down. Talk about that.
Women. Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all
a lot of news
common
today.
Sense.
A lot of news today. We got to read these orders.
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
There's supposed to be an insane amount of raids by like Tuesday. Closing the border is one thing, but man, the immigration raids are going to be so expensive.
Immediately. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices.
Oh, let's hear about it. Let's bring them down rapidly.
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Yeah! Stand up! It's a concert! Bro, we've been drilling. We added a full Saudi Arabia of oil output in the last 4 years. It's not going to bring prices down.
With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred
Elon,
pledge
what?
to our great...
You spent all that money? Bro, that's going to increase the price of Tesla lease for like $180 a month.
Again, I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families.
Tariffs, baby!
It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury.
Just won't.
Coming from foreign sources. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Doge! Elon, get up here. Take a bow.
A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
This is what we wanted! My day-to-day life as American is so much better!
The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons.
He slipped it in!
And we will pursue our manifest destiny.
We're expanding manifest destiny
to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Did he just manifest destiny that America will own Mars? This is a clown show!
After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history.
Dude.
With your help, we will restore America. Promise.
You ever heard of under-promise and over-deliver?
The nation that we love, and we love it so much. And our golden age has just begun.
All right, it's a golden age, folks. All non-Americans watching, pretty jealous, huh?
Now call on Rabbi Ari Berman, Pastor Lorenzo Sewell, and Reverend Frank Mund to provide prayers of benediction.
3 prayers? Can't we just get Christ himself to show up and do one big prayer for everyone?
Thousands of years later, this great nation, which adopted these words as its motto, "In God we trust," Americans are searching for meaning.
I'm not religious, but if God is real, whether it's the Jewish God or the Christian God, if God is real, why would he care specifically about America? Why would he care specifically about, why is he watching just America and being like, why is the specific nation of America the one he really wants to win?
Let freedom ring, and because America is called to be a great nation.
Okay, if we're gonna be a great nation, it's because people of the country have to work together to build it better. It's not because God specifically chose America to be the greatest nation. It's gonna do it all for us. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So
everyone's just banking on God. So, all right, guys. What'd you think? Perfect, right? That was perfect. I mean, everything about that was, I actually have no notes. That was flawless. You know what? This is gonna sound crazy to admit. I was a little worried going into this inauguration that perhaps we would have 4 years of misaligned goals and chaos. But after seeing this, I am confident. The part about we're going to expand territory and manifest destiny, sheesh, bro. As long as we get to call it the Gulf of America, nothing can bring us down as a nation. All of the day one executive actions Trump has announced thus far. Let's see. Here's what we know so far. Immigration. National emergency to the U.S. southern border. Yep. Criminal cartels as terror groups. Yep. End birthright citizenship. Insane. Clarify the military's role in border security. And catch and release, continue building the wall, and remain in Mexico. Designate cartels as terrorists. Suspend refugee resettlement. End asylum. Close the border to those without legal status. And birthright citizenship. I think it's just fucking crazy. This is a 14th Amendment. This is like so many people's, like anyone. Shockingly, white people. You just go back a few generations, it's birthright citizenship. Ending DEI programs. Nobody's happier than me except for maybe Asmongold. This is big. With DEI chins out of video games, finally every single character can be Kratos. Okay, national emergency. Dude, this is crazy. Insane to have to repeat, but Tesla's year-over-year growth was negative. And now they're removing the EV mandate, which is going to cause, like, the average person who leases a Tesla, their lease payment's going to go up 120 to 180 a month. That's a big shift in whether you want to buy it or not. So they're probably going to have sales either flat to down on this year. And it's a $1.2 trillion company. It makes no sense. That's a massive L for Big Tess. Inflation. He will sign up. This is like, dude. This is all anyone cared about in the vote, and you get one line. Dude, why do we have 9 lines about DEI in the woke? This is all anyone cared about. This is what should be it should be priority number 1. He will sign a presidential memo on inflation Monday. The official did not provide additional details. They should ban it. What if they just ban inflation?
And as Speaker of the House, it is my great pleasure, my great honor, to introduce to you the greatest president of our lifetimes, Donald J. Trump.
Christ. The glaze is crazy. Mr. President, amazing speech. Don't you have something to get to? You're the president. It's your first day.
They wanted open borders, and that's what
you got a lot to work on, I'm sure.
I made it my number 1 issue. They all said inflation was the number 1 issue.
It is.
I said I disagree. I think people coming into our country from prisons and from mental institutions is a bigger issue for the people that I know.
Bro, this type of speech only works. This is the last day you can do it, bro. You have to do something now. You're the president. You can't. This whole it's terrible. Joe Biden ruined it. You know what I'm saying? I'm incredibly excited for the next 4 years. This is a very different vibe than 2016. Civil, optimistic. Okay, this speech is way more negative than I'd want to see. Come on, man, you won. That's how I feel, dude. That's how I feel. It was crazy. It was like It was like the campaigning speech. When you're running for election, you have to shit on your opponent, but you already won. Yeah, nothing about inflation. It's crazy. It's crazy how important it was in the campaign and just not mentioned now that it's here. I think people are just gonna have some serious whiplash at how it gets not discussed. Not that important. Border is the issue. See, border you can throw money at. Inflation requires a smart reorganization of incentives. You know what I'm saying? The inflation problem is much more tricky to tackle. It attacks corruption among politicians. It's the real challenge. But it's what's eating away at the heart of America. It's what's causing everyone to lose trust in institutions and their neighbor and their money supply, and it's crazy. He didn't talk about Ukraine, Russia at all either, though I do think there'll be an announcement. I think that's the area he's going to get the biggest early win, as I said. I think he will. Whether or not it's a great deal is a different situation, but I do think he'll get a win there. It's crazy because, so we categorized all of Trump's day one promises. Let me see if I can find the list for you. Number one thing he said in 33 times, he's going to solve day one, settle the Russia-Ukraine war. This is not mentioned today. This happened. The EV mandate's been ended, much to Tesla's chagrin. Increased drilling fracking for oil. I guess that's happening. Begin ending inflation and making life affordable. Now we'll see. He seemed to kind of walk that back. And then a lot of border stuff, which is what I think he will be doing. The problem is this will be popular. This will not. People will think they want this because he's been screaming about it, but it's gonna be disastrous. There's gonna be people that were born here, grew up here, work here, only speaks the language here, is now a nurse, and is now getting deported back to a country that don't even speak the language. We're gonna see stories like this are gonna happen, and it's gonna be far more unpopular than he thinks. This one, apparently he's already done. He just didn't talk about it in his speech. Pardon January 6 prisoners. End Bidenomics and start MAGAnomics. Turn the country around. Sign several unspecified documents. Oh, God. It feels like Trump's popularity is shifting. What do you think? I fully believe there's always going to be diehard Trump supporters. There's always going to be diehard Trump haters. But there was a big swath of people that, because of inflation, felt destabilized. They felt like the ground was shifting and they wanted something different, and they went to Trump. And I think his popularity among that people are going to plummet once there's no actual changes to their day-to-day life. That is what I think, which will hopefully set us up for, hopefully, God, we can get some people out of the DNC and get something better in 28. We said the same shit in 2016, 2020, we lose supporters. He did. I mean, he did. This is just factually incorrect. His approval rating dropped during the entire, it dropped the whole presidency and then deep dropped during COVID. And then he lost the election. This is not a factual retelling of what happened. Dollar slides as Trump shies away from immediate trade tariffs. Trump in his inauguration address said, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens, but didn't give specific details. So I see. Can we talk about Trump coin real quick while we're here then? It's insane. It is a generational grift to do a massive meme coin to personally enrich yourself, on which you own 90% of the float, and then a Melania coin, which has more utility. And then to file a trademark for a Barron Trump coin. Dude, the people that are going to lose money on this are his biggest supporters. With a meme coin, because there is no utility, nothing generated, somebody has to lose. For someone to profit off of it, unless we're going to keep our money in there forever and use it as currency, for someone to profit, someone else has to lose. Because he owns all the float and takes a fee on every transaction, Donald Trump and the people making this coin are going to profit immensely at the great loss of everyone else buying in. That's crazy. I'm not doing this obnoxious shit. I'll just say it. This is embarrassing for the United States and making me regret my vote. The official, Trump retweeted this. This is official. The only purpose of that is just personal enrichment. It doesn't benefit the country in any way. And you already have so much wealth and power. If you know, there's a stock chart showing up and down movement for the Trump coin. If you turn it on its side, it looks like Trump. It looks like Trump's side profile on God, we live in a sim. That's art. That's life. This is what our founding fathers envisioned. Trump, 47 billion market cap. 47, by the way, pretty based. Fart coin at 2 and USA at 85 million. Yes, sir. You know what? 47 billion. It's bigger than 350 of the Fortune 500 companies. It's like, fuck, it's just, that's so crazy. There's this guy. This is Ryan Fournier. He's the head of Students for Trump. It's like a youth Trump organization. He created a new coin called TikTok in response to seeing his idol Trump create Trump. Well, it was immediately rug pulled. It spiked up, immediately rug pulled. Then he says, it turned out to be a chaotic mess because I was scammed. I apologize to everybody affected. I'm going to stay away from the crypto stuff until I get a better understanding. Be safe out there. Bro, you rugged this shit. I'm new to crypto. I promise you I didn't rug it. Buddy, we see your wallet. It's all on chain. I sold because it was going down. I don't know who wouldn't do that. This is like admissions of securities fraud. This is... I mean, I don't know if I'll get prosecuted because we're in a new era, but like, this is a sign of the times, dude. This is crazy. I think average people see something like this and it's like, man, what money doesn't mean anything. There is absolutely 0 point in working hard and saving. The entire economy is around scamming other people. If this doesn't get any punishment, it's crazy. Everyone is just hoping some insanely named meme coin is going to save them. When I worked in wealth management, more than half of the older clients wanted to liquidate part of their retirement for crypto. That's fucking good. Well, no, I mean, well, tell the story right, Squeaks. They didn't want to. You suggested it repeatedly. You constantly pressured them into it as their financial advisor. You constantly said, if you're not taking your money out of bonds and putting it into fart coin, you're missing on a chance for generational wealth. Your grandkids will cry. And then you would Photoshop pictures of their grandkids crying. It took Bitcoin 8 years to reach 72 billion in market cap. Trump did it in 2 days. Trump is the new digital gold. It's worth 50% more than the world's largest gold mining company. It's up 40,000% since Friday. It's the best store of value. We used to have an informal rule that presidents wouldn't start or run a business that could pose conflict of interest. Yeah, I mean, famously, they made Jimmy Carter sell his peanut farm, you know, because someone could invest in your peanut farm and it would cause them to have undue influence over your president of the United States. We've completely abandoned that. And now, like, openly, you can just buy and sell Trump token. Doesn't Trump have a quote about cryptocurrencies from back in the day? I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. He's right. You're based. This is so based. And now Melania coin. Oh, all the billionaires next to each other? Elon, Sundar Pichai, Jeff Bezos and his wife, Zuckerberg. Billionaires row. Get the feeling their interests and those of the average American may diverge. I get the feeling that these 4 dudes with more wealth than the bottom half of the country may have different priorities and wants out of the presidency than perhaps everyone else. Is this real? Is this real? I can't tell because it's recorded on the recording of a laptop. Is he doing Sieg Heil? Probably not. I assume not, but I can't. It just happened? I mean, I'm live. I don't see anything. I don't understand where you see Elon speaking. Am I crazy?
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
I just did a Sieg Heil.
That the future of civilization is assured. We're going to have safe cities. Finally, safe cities.
Wow.
And we're going to take Doge to Mars. I mean, can you imagine how awesome it will be to have American astronauts plant the flag on another planet for the first time? Bam! Bam! Yeah! There's always problems in life. You know, there's this problem, solve that problem. But, you know, there need to be things.
Yeah, like this problem, like housing, this problem, like groceries, this problem, like rising car defaults and credit card defaults and rent and cost of school. Gulf of America, flag on Mars.
Yeah.
Gulf of America, flag on Mars. If you do those two,
I love you guys.
That's a W. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. That was the inauguration today. We are in a new era. We have 4 wild years coming up. We will keep accurate coverage. Oh, thank you, Curry Z, for the gifted. We'll keep accurate coverage of all the happenings on this stream. We will try to keep it humorous. It will be crazy. I know the tendency is to spam aware and say we're so cooked and bury your head in the sand, but America's been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of different times, and I have a different take on you than you about 2028. But it is a while from now. So, we'll see. And I remain optimistic and hopeful long term. And I will be trying my best to find silver linings on things that are being done here. But so far, this pre-inauguration, inauguration day is not super hopeful for me in the short term, since it's all religion spam and a meme coin. We'll get Mars at least. We'll invade Mars. Anyway, hopefully this community remains a brighter, hopeful spot on the internet. Anyway, thanks for watching today. It was fun. It's going to be a wild 4 years. We'll laugh, we'll learn, we'll try to survive as Americans. And if you're not Americans, then it's all funny to you. Bye!